Hey, this is Mario Stowers, Strategic Conversions. We're going to go over the numbers. They're finally in. If you've been following us on Facebook or Instagram, or at least following the flip that we did, it's our first flip where we do a lot of real estate, but our first actual flip. And so I just wanted to go over the numbers with you. I wasn't really going to share this while we were selling the house because people said it gives you bad mojo and stuff. So the house is sold now. All the final numbers are in, and I want to show you the behind the scenes numbers when it comes to flipping a house in case you're interested in getting into real estate, flipping houses, maybe just buying your first house and getting your feet in the water, refinancing, getting a HELOC to purchase more properties. Let us know if we can help. I'll put some links in the description below, but I want to talk about the ins and outs when it comes to flipping our first house. Follow me over here to the whiteboard. So we bought this house in Redlands, California, $600,000. We estimated that the after repair value would be about $850,000. So you can see there's a $250,000 spread. And now that's where we're going to make our money depending on how much it costs to fix it up. Now, everybody was kind of scared this time of year. We bought it around, I think, November or something. And there was a lot of questions as to what the economy was doing, whether house prices were going to go down, whether interest rates were going to go up. So there was a lot of investors who were scared, and that left a vacuum for people like us, first-time investors. I always say, what I was taught is that if the numbers make sense, the numbers make sense. They never lie, okay? So the numbers make sense on this one. As you can see, there's a big enough spread. Even if the market dropped 5 or 10%, we would still have enough spread to make money. So that's what we look for, and we help our clients look for real estate like that, houses like that. So let's go to the whiteboard again. Sorry. So house price, $600,000. Estimated after repair value, $850. That's a $250 spread. Now let's see where our money went and how our money was made. And when it comes to a hard money loan, unlike a regular conventional loan or a FHA loan, they're not 3%, they're not 3.5%. When it comes to hard money loans, they're 20% down. Sometimes you can get them for 10% down. Just depends how much experience you have as an investor or a flipper, I should say. Us personally, we have a couple rental properties, and so that helped, and so we got 20% down. Contractors, if you're a contractor, if you own rentals or if you own 2 properties, chances are you'll be able to get a hard money loan, and it'll probably be about the same, about 20% down. Now, depending on how risky you are, is going to depend on what your interest rate is going to be. For us, it was 9.9% interest rate, interest only, and we were charged 1.5 points and for origination costs. So let's talk about those numbers. Let's deep dive just a little bit, okay? So $600,000 purchase price, 20% down for us was $120,000. We had that money saved from other properties, and so we were able to put $120,000 in. Plus, we had enough money to do the rehab costs. Now, you could get this money different ways. You can combine your money with other people. You can ask for other lenders, people that maybe you know in your family who believe in you and believe in the property and who want to invest in you. Private money. There's a lot of ways to get that money. Like I said, if the numbers make sense and you can present it to somebody, chances are they will invest in you, especially if you have a good track record. So keep your name good in this world and keep a good track record. It always comes back to help you. Build bridges, don't burn them. All right, so check it out. Going back to the whiteboard, we put 20% down. We owe $480 now, right? And our rehab costs are $110,000. Let's go back to the $480. If you got $480,000 loan out and you're getting charged 9.9%, then you could figure what your monthly payment is going to be, right? So our monthly payment on this was about $4,400 a month or something like that. Interest only, by the way. And these hard money loans, they're not created for you to hold them for 4 years, 5 years, or 30 years. They're meant for you to hold them for less than a year. Okay, so $480,000. You could go times 9.9, and that gives you that amount, and you could divide that by 12, and that'll give you about what your payment's going to be. Anyway, so that payment was low. So our rehab, so we have to take that into account, what our monthly interest payment's going to be. Now we got rehab costs. We estimated the rehab costs, to be honest, were going to be about $80,000. They came out to be about $110,000. So what does that tell you? And what I've heard on so many investors who do videos like this, always add 20% on whatever you think it's going to be. It'll save your ass. So I had it in the bank, so I wasn't really worried, but always add 20% on whatever you think the rehab cost is going to be. We thought it was going to be 80. It came out to be 110. So keep in mind that I had that extra money just in case this happened. We were good to go. So rehab costs were $110,000. Now let's talk about loan costs and running costs, I like to call them. So your loan costs, like I said, we were charged 1.5% origination fee. That's a point. 1.5%. We were also charged 9.9% on the actual loan for duration of every month. We're getting charged that, right? So when you add the cost we paid for 5 months that we owned this property, and our monthly payment about $4,500 a month, and plus our 1.5-inch origination fee in the front, and all that, factor all that in, that's really about it. And I think there was like a dock fee or something, but it came out to $40,000. Okay, so that's what our loan costs were and running costs. Okay. I also include in my running costs things to keep the lights on, right? You got contractors that need electricity, you need the water running, you need to get the lawn done, mowed and stuff, like maintained, not done, maintained. So maintenance stuff throughout the 5 months. Loan costs and the origination costs all included were $40,000. Loan and running costs, okay? Then, so that came up. Let's look at those numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. Okay, those 4 numbers equaled $750,000. Okay, that's us, $750 in the red. Okay, then when you go to sell the property, okay, and they're getting pretty tight now. Remember, because I'm thinking we're only going to sell for $850, and we're at $750 now. That leaves $100,000 spread. Still good for less than 6 months, okay? Going back over here, now we got to sell the house, right? It costs money to sell a house, okay? Keep that in mind. We got selling costs, okay? Title, escrow, and transfer taxes. I estimated them to be about 1.4%. That was about right. It came out to about $13,000. I rounded these numbers, by the way, just to keep it simple. So $13,000 to sell the house with title, escrow, and transfer taxes. Now, you also got to pay someone to sell your house. Remember, when you sell a house, you pay the commissions for the selling agent and the buying agent, right? So the seller always pays the commissions for the agents. So we have to pay seller and buyer commissions. Right about now in California, it's about 2% each, so that's about 4%. So we're fortunate enough to have my partner, Christine Marino with eXp Realty. Give her a shout out. She is a great real estate agent, and she, because she is the selling agent and part owner in this property, we only had to pay for seller, we had to pay the buying agent's commission, okay? So we save money there. It's a good thing to do if you're getting into real estate. You're going to be doing flips. Be the realtor, be the lender. You make a lot more money that way. But let's go back over here. So commissions came out to about 2%. It was about $19,000 all said and done. So to sell this house, it cost $23,000. To buy this house and fix it up, it cost $750,000. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the math on that. 750 plus 23 equals 773. I'll write that right here. 773. 773. Okay. Now, let's go back to the sale price. We figured it'd sell for $850. We actually got an offer for $940,000. I think we ended up listing it for $899. They gave us $40,000 over. Now, all transparency, we did give the seller a credit of $10,000 for some repairs and need to be termited. So we're going to call the actual sale price $930. $930,000 is what we sold it for. I'm gonna put that in green so you could follow. Green for dinero. 930K. Okay. That was the sale price. You've seen all the numbers. Okay. How much it cost to buy and fix it up. How much it cost to sell the house. Okay. So 930K minus 773, 930 minus 773 equals $150,000 profit. Okay, $150,000 in 5 months. Okay, I'm going to divide that by 5. Divided by 5 equals 31,000, pretty much $31,500 a month. Okay, I don't know who makes money like that, but real estate people do. So that's why we got into real estate. So $157,000 in 5 months. I'm hoping to do this at least 3 times a year, and you'll see the profits. Now, mind you, this is before taxes. So you're going to have to pay your short-term capital gains, but we also own different real estates, and we're doing cost segregation and bonus depreciation. So we're going to be able to offset probably all of them taxes and more. So we should be able to pocket $157,000 in less than 6 months. So that's the ins and outs of flipping a house. Please rewind, get down to the nitty gritty. So you know what the costs are, and these numbers change, of course, but the bottom line is you can make a lot of money flipping houses, and always be prepared to hold that house if you have to. If, let's say, the market does drop, be prepared to hold on to that house and turn it into a rental. Build an ADU, maybe cash flow $1,500 a month off it. I don't know. That's just the way I think. But anyway, this is the ins and outs of flipping a house. Our first flip. $157,000, strategic real estate. We can help you, we can teach you, we can mentor you. We have contractors, Dooley Construction. We have lenders with Nexa Mortgage. We do construction loans, hard money loans, private money loans. I have access to over 100 different lenders. We have Christine Marino and Joss Mesa with, she's with eXp Realty, and we have agents who can find properties for you. We get wholesale deals. If you're just looking for wholesale deals and you have a lender, that's okay too. Reach out to you. We'll send you the wholesale deals. We usually can get our properties at 70 cents on the dollar. Of course, they need rehab. You're going to have to go in and look and see how much rehab they need and make sure the numbers make sense. Do your due diligence. But we're here to help. We're here to hold your hand and lead you in the right direction. If we can do it, anybody can do it. Peace.